Gentlemen, hello. A huge show tonight for the Queen's birthday weekend.
Amanda, is it the Queen's birthday this weekend?
Actually, no, it's not. It's confusing. Her birthday's in April. I think the Queen's running a scam where she gets 2 birthdays a year, 2 presents. Absolutely brilliant.
But it's also twice as old, twice as quick.
I wouldn't say that to Her Majesty if I was you, Barry. All right, well, let's kick off the show. Chris, tonight, cows. You're visiting cows.
Cows? They're not cows, Amanda Keller. This is a specific breed of cows. You can't call them cows. It's like saying that diamond on your hand there is just a lump of carbon.
I wasn't aware you were so attached to this particular breed.
Well, I am, but not half as much as this couple in Queensland. Normally when I rush to see an animal, it's an emergency of the medical kind. But this one, it's more emotional than medical. I'm in the northern Queensland town of Charters Towers, 2 hours drive southwest of Townsville. Leeton Park is home to Australia's largest herd of full-blooded Texas longhorn cattle, a unique breed known for its incredibly large horns. And I'm here to see one very longhorn in particular, a Guinness World Record holder in fact. I've been asked to check up on him as he's recently been given some bad news. This is JR, prize Texas Longhorn of Michael and Linda. And word has just come through that he has recently lost his Guinness World Record crown. JR's 3-metre Longhorn span has been beaten by a steer from America. Was it a shock to him to discover he was no longer the world record holder, do you think?
We haven't told him. Kept it from. Yeah, we just haven't found the right time. It's been one of those things, like...
This is going to be harder than I thought.
Yeah, well, because we thought, the best way to do it is have you do it. So can you do that for us, please, mate?
I can try. I've got to say, that's still impressive.
He's 13 years old now, that fella.
Yeah. His title has gone to a younger steer, whose horns are just 2 centimetres longer. So I've delayed this long enough. It's time to look at the news. There are things that we need to talk about. Man to man, I've travelled all this way to tell you face to face. There's been a development. Turns out, bluegrass. That world record, it's no longer yours. Oh no. I'm sorry. JR lost his title to a young upstart steer named Bluegrass, who just happens to be from Texas, the very place where this breed was formed by mixing Spanish and English cattle in the 1800s. I don't think you took it well.
I don't think he took it very well either.
Oh, so they never came from Texas in the first place.
The world's longest set of horns.
Sort of accidentally, really. The genetics were there that we didn't know until we tested them, and that was the result. We had so much publicity with JR, it was only a matter of time before we found something with bigger horns, with the internet and everything. The world's such a small place now. And
so once the world found out about JR and these horns, and then the world started looking for horns that were even bigger, and of course, the Americans.
Like records are made to be beaten.
So where does this love of Texas Longhorn cattle come from for you?
As a kid growing up on a cattle station, I was just, fascinated with things in the old Wild West, and these are your cowboy cattle, your genuine, your original cowboy cattle.
So how do you measure horns to determine if they're a world record holder?
We measure them from tip to tip, like from one end of the tip of the horn to the other end.
So right across. So what's his best measurement?
A bit over 3 metres, yeah.
Obviously the record's gone. Is it gone forever though?
I'd say it's gone forever with JR. But we do have other cattle coming up, that are related to JR. JR's nephews, one of them in particular, that we've got high hopes for.
Amigo! Amigo! On the charge, Amigo. Meet Amigo. Amigo is JR's nephew, and Linda and Michael are hoping that, just like his uncle, he'll also be a world champion. If you are going to have this big future we're talking about, then this is going to be the essential ingredient. Come on, here we go. Are you thirsty? At only 2 months old, Amigo's horns are just starting to appear. Now, Amigo, we shall we will talk, because the way I see it, and the way JR sees it, is that you're the future champion.
the new world record holder. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not putting too much pressure on you, but
an American
it's about time the Aussies took that record back from the Americans. Every morning, you need to look at bluegrass and know that you can beat that. This is the problem. Distraction's going to be the end of you. Back on that. No such thing as second place for you. That's it. That's it. More like it. More like it. Yeah. Angry. Angry. There we go. Better. Better.
Michael and Linda breed by artificial insemination. It involves a rather long green glove.
What's your name?
Melanie.
Melanie. Nice to meet you, Melanie. And first of all, I'm trying to feel if there's a little weight to a uterus, which would imply there's a calf sitting inside and weighing it down.
And I've got some good news.
Melanie, you got your own little champion on the way.
Yeah, you go, amigo.
Those steers must have a hell of a headache.
My arm isn't that long, Amanda.
Not from that, Chris. From those enormous horns, they look impossible to walk around in.
They've almost become impractical for them, but it's
Why do
now
they
part
have
of
them?
Well, it's part of them being able to assert their dominance on the rest of the herd. There's some thinking that perhaps it keeps them cool because they have a very good blood supply. They can almost aerate their blood through the horns there. But also, they can actually scratch themselves with them. I was watching one of them scratch its backside just by going...
So handy.
Yeah.
I had shoulder pads that size in the 80s. I had to turn sideways to go through doors. But you're talking about how they can scratch themselves. Can I ask you this, Chris? Why then did you have to do this?
I don't think we need to see this. I mean,
Let's have a look. You were told that he wanted a scratch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Michael
because he
told me
loves
in order to
animals.
make this particular longhorn
Silly bitch.
more relaxed, he had to be scratching his special place. He only told me once my hand was there what his special place was.
How long did you do that for?
20 minutes?
That's for 20 minutes.
Maybe 10.
Chris, you're an odd man because you've formed a previous attachment to cow. Remember Big Moo?
Big Moo doesn't need to know about this because I went and saw Big Moo just the other day and reacquainted myself with
Oh,
Big
wow.
Moo, who's bigger than ever.
Growing? Still growing?
Possibly slightly, but he's Big Moo's getting on now. He's probably 7 or 8 years of age and getting a little bit sore and a bit stiff in his joints. So it was nice to reacquaint myself with Big Moo. I've got enough room in my life for 2 cows. Male cows.
Have you got a photo with your favourite farm animal? We'd love to see it on our Facebook page along